King on Screen.
King on Screen, Robert. This one is The Moving
Moving
Finger
figure. It is.
from the show Monsters,
Uh,
1991.
I speaking so Monsters, if you're not familiar, was kind of we had a lot of anthology shows back in the day,
Outer
where they kind of
Limits,
rebooted. Yeah,
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone was all rebooted, and a couple of Monsters was one of those. Freddy's Nightmares and Friday the
Oh
13th. I guess
yeah.
Friday the 13th series is not. Freddy's Nightmares was more anthology, but yeah. So there a couple times, and actually, I think one of our previous ones had been showed up on either one of these anthologies. But yeah, the Moving Finger, and I don't remember reading the short story, but I'll let you kind of tell a little bit when it was first published.
Yeah, the Moving Finger was first published the 1990 December 1990 edition of the magazine of fantasy and science fiction, and 3 years later in Nightmares and Dreamscapes, which is I actually just reread that this year, where I first saw this. And the Moving Finger is one of his more colorful ones. It's interesting. You don't know where it's going, and it's very ridiculous and bizarre. But it works when they kind of explain it. So, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically a guy and his wife, and the guy finds a finger, an index finger, that is as long as like a car that's poking out of his drain at first, and then they talk about what the finger's connected to, which you never see. But
Yeah.
Tom Noonan played the guy in the Monsters episode, which is episode 24 in season 3. And for the time and the low budget, like it does work. I mean, the finger is clearly a person's, a prosthetic finger
Yeah.
in a set, but like it's a finger coming out of a drain. It would creep you out. It's unnerving.
Yes. So I did a rewatch a few weeks ago,
You did?
because I knew it was coming up. Yeah, because it's like, oh, and I vaguely remember seeing it, because I was a Monsters show follower.
Nice.
It is one of those now when you watch it knowing that it's a Stephen King um adaptation, you're like, oh, work this works better in print, than physically seeing it, because
Oh
it would be
yeah.
if you're reading. I not read it, but I imagine reading about it is like the creepiness of a finger coming through whatever. Reading of it is creepier than actually seeing the
Yeah.
prosthetic in broad daylight. You know what I mean? Like, it
100%.
it's it is still kind of creepy, and it's obviously overly phallic as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I was like, oh, this is one of the things. It's your imagination's probably better than the reality of a 20-minute anthology episode.
Absolutely.
But
I
Tom
mean,
Noonan does a good job for, yeah, but
he does. Yeah, no, he
yeah,
does a good job, but you're absolutely right. I mean, when you read the short story, half the time he's like watching Jeopardy and thinking like, did I see that? What's going to happen? It's all the finger plays very little in the actual physicality of the scene.
yeah,
It's more of like, what am I going to do? What is this attached to? Am I going insane? It's more psychological versus, you know, the the TV adaptation. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's the Nightmares and Dreamscapes is one of King's best compilations. So I think people of fans of King will enjoy that anyway. But in terms of an adaptation, did what they could, but it's nothing that's memorable to me.
Yeah, you do the best you can
You do
to,
the best you can. I do like Tom Noonan. He kind of
yeah,
adds some credence to it, but
yeah. Back in the day, and it felt like, and obviously this is based on the King short story, but it felt like every third episode was a husband and wife, and they're poor, and they were yelling at each other. Like it was like that was every episode. They lived in a crappy apartment, and
something happens.
that's something. Yeah, but I felt like that was every third episode. That was just the setting. So
Right. There was always
yeah,
somebody struggling with like a bill or
yeah,
in some situation, and then something wild happens.
yeah.
It's
Anyway.
because probably the set. They're like, we got like 8 apartments we can
It is.
use.
It would probably. You're right. It probably was the same set every time, and I'm like, this seems familiar, actually. But
This look like in the show Dragnet, where they use like the same 10 actors the whole
yeah,
series, and it's always like Mrs. Woodrow, and then she plays like a killer in the next one. You're like, it's the same
it's the
actress.
same. Don't you remember her?
It's the same person. So you watched Monsters back in the
I.
day.
Oh yeah. So
I
I mean, because
remember it. It was
it was
cool.
I was my college days, and I think it would be on super late, or it was just kind of one of those things. So I'd kind of click it on. I just remember
It is good.
credits. Yeah,
It can be fun TV.
creepy critters.
Creepy.
I just remember that
Cre-
part of the Monsters Inc. opening credits, if you remember. But
yeah, that was one of the creepy critters.
yeah, and I always remember because I think the whole family was prosthetics, and I think the little girl only had one eye, so she probably couldn't see, and you could kind of tell as she's walking through the scene like she's walking blind.
Right.
But
It is good. I wonder if they still air them somewhere, like on Shutter or
oh,
something.
I think they do. I think they do. And actually, I actually have the box set
Oh, of
of of,
Monsters?
of Monsters. I actually do.
Oh, that
So
is cool.
yeah.
Did you watch the Shutter series for Gray Matter, the Stephen King?
No,
It was
no.
Creepshow. I
Oh, I
only saw
didn't.
three
Yeah,
episodes of it.
yeah.
I was wondering if that was any good.
I have not. I have Shutter now, but I've just actually not gone down that road yet.
Well, it's a road that's always there to be traveled.
And there, it's ready for me when I'm ready.
It's ready. All right. Well, so Moving Finger, King on Screen. We are in 90s, early 90s mode where horror was probably at its worst
Oh, yeah, we had a
for the
few,
screen. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, early 90s up in 96. That was not a good time for horror at all. So,
it was not.
oof.